Page 11, Away in a Manger. 3/4 time, 1 flat. So it's either an F major or D minor. Look at the end, the last measure, you're here. It's an F chord, I say it's an F major. Talk about it one hand at a time. Starting with the right hand, you have a pickup beat. Come in on beat 3 with a little finger and put your hand in this position to start. So it's 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and a 4th finger on that. You got to be able to do this eventually and fairly quickly with pretty much any 2 fingers. So this should not be a problem. Just scoot your hand up and put the 4th finger over it and be ready for it. So you're ready to go. Don't wait till you need it and then try and get the hand down. No. Scrunch up and get that 4th finger over it. Second line, 1 and 2. Now reach up, 3rd finger on the F. End of a phrase, you can lift up and move. And we do all that again. Last line, they're saying 5th finger on the B flat. You see the last note in the 3rd line is a C. We've got to connect it, so they're going here. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you've got really fat fingers, if you're, if that doesn't work, you can always use 4th finger. You can go here. Just stay there and then 3rd measure over, then put 4th finger on that. That works too. Either that's up to you on how big your hand is. 5th finger's fine, unless your hand's too big, in which case use 4. Left hand, just got these things. Second line is 5/2. That's tied for 2 measures, and then 5/3. Just keep the left hand soft out of the way because the melody's in the right hand. 1 and 2. There's a B flat in the left hand. 1, 2. It's a new phrase. Lift up in the right hand. 1, 2. And we do that some more. Go down to the last line. We're here. Rest. Like so. We want to hear the melody, the right hand. That's what we want. Keep that left hand out of the way. It's just supporting it. Now there is one small problem in this arrangement, and this happens a lot in piano arrangements. It's not piano music, this is vocal music someone has arranged for piano. And they don't always, usually it's done by a person who's not a pianist that does it, and that causes problems. But take a look here at the last note in the 3rd line. You have a C, and the next note in the 4th line is a B flat. That's fine. Well, if you look at the 1st chord in the last line for the left hand, it's here. It's a 5/7 chord. That's fine. The problem is when you put the hands together. You're coming from the C, the last note in the 3rd line, to here. Well, that C is in this chord. This doesn't work. Because I need to connect this note and this note. I can't connect these notes and play this chord like they're saying. Because this note is down. That's the problem. We run into this occasionally. You do the best you can. What you do is you get off of it a little early so you can have it for the chord, but it's only a split second early. You don't want to notice any silence, but you got to have a little, but very little. So you may have to practice that just a little bit. Just be aware that it's there. A way of getting around it is what I typically do, and again, you learn it the way it's written first, and then you can rearrange it. You simply on that C, the last note in 3rd line, play it with the left hand and tie it over, and all you're doing then is adding the E and the B flat to it. So it's here. So starting with the last measure of the third line, you're here, and then it would go here, here. And that way I've got all the notes and everything's connected. There. That's how I usually resolve these things in these pieces, that when the same note is needed in both hands and I need to connect it and I can't. But otherwise we have to use the pedal to help us out. We're not using pedal on any of these, so we have to do it with the fingers somehow. Now, this is a slow piece. It's a cradle song. It's a ballad, sweet. You can fall asleep to this. There's verses at the bottom. There's no repeat sign, but if you're going to sing all the verses, you have to repeat it. I'd like to play it with you slowly to double check the notes and the rhythm. So I'm going to give us 2 counts because we come in on beat 3. So go ahead and put your hands where they go to start. Up position. And here we go. Ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2. 1, 2 and 2. 1 and 2 and 2.